What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be all about the current SMG meta. I went through and used all of the tools available to me on TGD to very quickly find what I thought were the best weapons, mostly the best TTK calculator, and then from there trying to build viable weapons off of good TTK and good range from that tool. It's going to be a shorter video. I'm not going to go in super detail with every single weapon. I'm basically just going to give you recommended loadouts and talk about how they compare a little bit, where each gun excels and where each one is not so good. I just wanted to show you guys what I've been working on for the website recently. So I've been working really hard on aiming stability. I have, this is a video of actually live on the site, something that I've got working. So it's fully programmatically defined, and hopefully we'll be launching this pretty soon. And then something like if you wanted to compare two different weapons or two different builds, it would look something like this, where you could put actually like just overlay the two different aim sway. So that'll be something to add, hoping to also add visual recoil relatively around the same time as aiming stability. Aiming stability is basically already done, and visual recoil is far from being done. But yeah, I'm hoping to launch those relatively soon. I've been working ridiculously hard on it. But anyway, as always, if you guys like the content or you like the work I do on the website, a like and a comment on the video helps to support TGD. And if you want to see more of my content, be sure to subscribe. But let's jump into it and we'll talk about the best SMGs. So I built out basically what I think are the top SMGs right now in the current meta. We have the Arma, the Blixen, the Type 100, Hipfire PPSH, and a non-Hipfire PPSH, both Vanguard PPSH, and then the M1928. I don't know how this name got reverted on TGD because it was M1928 for a while, but now it's back to M1912, but I'll fix that soon. And then the Wellgun. So these are what I think are pretty much the top, 6 or 7 SMGs in the game right now. And you can see on this combination TTK chart that there's a huge grouping of all of these right around 575 to 600 millisecond combination TTK at 300 health. I think it's pretty funny how perfectly in sync all of these come out, and same with damage range. All the damage ranges are within about a meter or 2 meters, except for the Wellgun, which extends out to 13.4 meters. And then obviously there's this one gun that sticks out way ahead of everything else, and that's the Type 100 with 540 millisecond TTK all the way out to 22 meters with this build. This is the build that I used for my 38 kill PR just a few days ago. It's insane, and because of that damage range, and it also kills faster up close than anything else right now, it's one of those guns that if you have it and you get in a gunfight and it's a 1v1 and you're both shooting at the same time, you know you're going to win with the Type 100. And it does have drawbacks. It only has a 36 round mag with this build, but the ability to just have a better TTK than everyone else and have that much damage range is crazy. And sleight of hand, so I actually have switched to using sleight of hand, so you can see the build right here. I use sleight of hand instead of gung-ho now because 36 round mag, it is kind of important to get that reload off, especially if you're playing trios and quads. If you're playing solos or duos, I would stick with gung-ho for sure, or maybe the I think it has one of the mobility perks as well, but I personally like gung-ho over those. But sleight of hand makes this, if you don't fully empty the magazine, that's kind of the key to using the Type 100 effectively, is run sleight of hand, 36 round mag, and then just throw reloads into the fight whenever you can, because if you don't fully empty the mag, the reload time is very fast. If you fully empty the mag, even with sleight of hand, it's still pretty slow. So in order to use it effectively, you really just need to take a few shots, get it down, reload instantly before you take on the next person. And with that, I was just wiping teams in quads with this Type 100. There's just nothing else that even really comes close right now, as far as time to kill, at least. And then obviously all these other guns are very good as well. They are the top weapons besides the Type 100. I can't really pick a winner, so like low recoil options out of this, the Wellgun's going to be one of the lower recoil options, the Blixen and the Arma. So those three, if you're somebody that doesn't like recoil, I would say those three are the way to go. The PPSH, if you want hipfire, this green PPSH is my recommendation. It's insanely good for hipfire. This thing is so fun. It's not busted like it used to be. Like if you remember, they nerfed this probably like 3 months ago. It used to be insane. It's still really good, and the hipfire is phenomenal. Recoil is not that bad either. You can also build the PPSH for non-hipfire, so that's what this blue line is. Same idea as the Wellgun and the Blixen and the Arma. This is just what I think is the best build to use. The M1912 has a lot of recoil, but it's pretty good. If you'll notice, I didn't put a mag on this because the M1928 comes with a 50 round mag by default, so you don't really need to use a mag that slows down your mobility. If you want to, obviously you can throw on the 100 round mag. It'll slow you down a little bit, but you'll have 100 bullets to play with, so Depending on how you play, that might be worth it. I think guns that would probably surprise people on here would be the PPSH and the M1912 for how fast they kill. So both of these are basically at the top of the pack. I mean, these are all pretty much the same. Like I said, this is 575 up to 606 milliseconds. So they're all like, you know, they're basically the same, except the Type 100. But anyway, the PPSH shoots so fast, it's extremely forgiving. You can also build it for hip fire. The Blixen is still kind of bugged, so it still has some of those animation bugs where like the animation timers aren't matched up with what the animations actually are. So I would say it's, you know, not really meta right now, but as soon as they fix that, it definitely will be. You'll notice this is a different build than what I put in my actual Blixen video. There's so many different builds for this gun. Like it's good no matter how you build it. So it's something that you're just gonna have to experiment with. Try the the 36 round mag, try the 54 round mag. Try to pay attention to whether or not you're hitting headshots or if you only hit body shots. This is more of a body shot build here. So this is actually like with the Carlson barrel instead of the Johnson barrel, which I always talked about in the actual video. This is a very strafe speed heavy build. You can see I've got the compact, steady perk, grooved grip. This is the strafe barrel, removed stock. All of those things give you really, really good strafe speed. This build will do 60 to head, 50 to the upper torso, and then approximately like 37 to 44 everywhere else in the body. And those numbers line up really well with really good TTK efficiency, which is why it comes out at such a good time to kill. There's just so many good ways to build that. And then the Arma is kind of like, it's just like the steady gun. It's just easy to use. It has good numbers, good strafe speed, big magazine. There's really just a lot of options right now. So yeah, I'll zoom in on this real quick so you can see them a little easier if you're just looking for recommended builds. But yeah, I don't have a whole lot else to say. I don't think you can go wrong with any one of these. The SMG meta is very open right now as far as Vanguard guns are concerned. There's really not a whole lot of guns from Modern Warfare or Black Ops Cold War that are actually competitive right now in the SMG space, and I think they're doing that on purpose. I think they're trying to move people away from using the older guns and moving them towards the newer guns, which makes sense. But yeah, these are all great, and I don't really have a lot else to say. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you all in the next one, probably, I don't know, sometime later this week. I'm probably going to be diving back into working on aiming stability and visual recoil, which means that I probably won't make that many videos in the next few days, but we will see. So thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next one.